Alright, hello. Let's see. Alright, that's just for the sound thing. But hello, everyone, to myself. We got a lot of different things going on in this video, but not that anybody is following, but for for this shit show that is my life right now. Not really, but it's so pretty much I'm in my own house, and yes, this is my own house, and I may be in the hood, but this is a formidable item that I call the Catapult turtle. And yes, I dragged down this recliner that came with the house to the basement because I'm working on a soundproof method for this house, which it already has some of these foam shelves on this thing. But to accentuate on that, I'm gonna put the 2x4x8s, which is the height of this ceiling, to nail or drill it on along the wall, and then I'm gonna put either fiberglass or material wool on that, and then I've offset measured the space in between, and then post those as like a traditional ladder barrier. And then maybe we're gonna do drywall after that, so that it looks more acceptable than looking like I'm, some UFO junkie. But anyways, yeah, that is definitely what I'm working on, but I got so much of a better build. Like, as I was talking before, like, the 75% thing, we are just queued for that. And, it's just unbelievable how actually good this went. But welcome to the Catapult Turtle, and hopefully I can get some documentary, or I don't think you're gonna hear too much of the sounds of if there is anything, and neither do I, because I usually wear hyperallergenic ear plugs, and I use it all day at work, and then only like 10 minutes off the time to put it back in. But that's, I could go on and on about my diabolical plans for myself, but I'm not gonna do that right now. It's getting pretty cool. This is pretty amazing. 75%. I think we're on the hair to achieve it at our next payday, and then we're just on some contingencies of an emergencies. But we have 4 months to spare on any damage coming from the winter, because I don't think we're gonna get any kind of weather until November. So that gives me August. Wow, this would be pretty dumb if I don't know this, but when I was looking at it, August. Okay, so before November is October, and then there is another one. September, August, September, October, November. There we go. See, that's 4 months, and for the amount, it's pretty good. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. I'm surprised I did this, and I don't want to get beat up by neighbors, so I gotta keep this setting going on. I'm joking, but yes, I've decided to keep everything especially the man cave, or what I've been trying to go for this, to be in this corner, just because it's like the gun, not damage. Like if there was fire, because the angles, well, I wouldn't say, but the angles at this corner are the least likely. Like, this is probably like the wisp zone, or the most safe. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been thinking about. I didn't know if I wanted to go like in a self-defense situation. I didn't know why your route would be to go for it's pretty bold to say that right away, but for your route to go with something like as like a shotgun right away. Because if I were to shoot a shotgun and if I got a shotgun, it's pretty loud. So if I were to get a gun, it would probably be a 22 long rifle because it's like Boy Scoutish and it doesn't really have that stigma like other weapons. But for now, just to make the process quicker, if we were interested, I'm going to go with the Cobra pistol crossbow, and it's not a one shot if you add the magazine to it on the top, but it is like that kind of. And I think that's pretty much all you need because it can go through things. But as you can see, a veil of life has been lifted upon me, and I can breathe again. And it was definitely a good thing because I thought for my method to my strategy to victory, to what I've been calling to myself as a full house, as in having the whole amount of a house and achieving that. It's a really helpful goal. But as I get closer to those things, I'm just I'm more eerie about other people. It's very it's beyond being pan-faced about it. It's like I don't know. It's being unreasonably narcissistically like not aggro, but it exists in a forward locomotion. Gotta protect myself and what I'm worth, but I think it's not necessary because insurance covers most of the things, but it's not worth letting go. But anyways, but that's pretty awesome. Definitely not getting a shotgun. If I can get a shotgun, hope I can. Not that I want a shotgun. But I wish I could show you some of the other stuff as I wait. It's not semi embarrassing, but it's like I would rather show it eventually, like in a clip that I do as an additive to myself. And I was thinking about what my perception of YouTube is, and I think it's wrong to not find yourself in like the weirdest form to be satisfied about how you portray yourself, because if I couldn't cultivate the way that I wanted to portray myself in a way that I wasn't satisfied, then I feel like the whole motto of YouTube is destroyed if it's not like doing it to be more yourself. So that was my good slogan for today. I'm happy with that one. But this thing was pretty like not so tricky, but it's like when I show there's an upstairs, not that I'm gonna like have the skill to like watching something else and seeing the skill for someone to do that versus me taking forever to just get into the first match. But I did take some pointers on Fiddlesticks that people are recommending, like I don't know, they were recommending Hunter's Talisman Ember Knife to do that, and I didn't know if it was justified for the 40% over, but I'm just gonna assume that for some of those. I don't know, it was not to hate, but my win rate with Fiddlesticks is still 48, and I haven't put my whole self into that character, even though I played a lot. And then there's only another one who is complimenting themselves on a 58. So I'm not far from whatever impressive standard of playing Fiddlesticks is. And yeah, so I get like an average about 30 for field control. But you can, well, I mean, those like figurative numbers, but for what you see, if not impressive, I feel that I, hold substantial weight. Like, if you see the other channels, a lot of what they're doing is based off of how I send it. I have to keep quiet because I'm watching the video about soundproofing, and this does make a difference because I was testing the decibels on my phone to check that, even though one of the neighbors was, completely ratchet. I mean, these ones are out of this world. I feel like we should pick different champions as we go through this and just take the hits for this season. So, like, who is a good one? I don't like the mid feeling of what Ari brings to the table sometimes. So maybe that was a good one. Should we just go with our original is? But man, we haven't been using a lot of the ones. I miss Nivea for my lock-in, but for this, nah, we were not really good with price. I hate to use the same thing over and over, but I'm gonna have to do some rounds by myself to feel how I want to explore with the next champion. But I promise that the next one, despite it being like it is, but I know that even so, that the content is very soothing, the sound is nice, so I still am appreciative, even for like a team of 10. Yeah, I'm just kind of pissed off because I have to listen to some hillbilly fucker. And I'm already pissed. Never mind. No weapon. I'm joking. How many times I have to listen to something like that. It won't even be an additional conversation next time because I have to listen to this fucking, doily fucker outside. Yeah, anyways, dude, I completely misconstrued, like, my own, like, my sarcasm to what I said to something. Completely misconstrues with what something that I really wanted to do when you're getting annoyed by, like, a little kid or something outside. That was a piss off. Next time, I'll keep it to myself. Just kidding. But yeah, this. I was gonna work on, well, I also got a new job, and it's a lot higher paying, like, by a good amount. But anyways, way to go on my review. If I can get a gun, that's what I would say. And I said it, and I have a sense of humor. Into jungle, and then alright, let me go to item sets, and then alright, anyways. Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna live that up, and I'm never sharing anything about my life. I'm gonna get robbed, no weapon, killed, and raped. How are you gonna get robbed with these? Oh, okay, I thought it was because I had some form of smite. But they're gonna be safe to do some stuff, which is not what I wanted. But on the escape, we can go for Q. Maybe I can swing to the last part of that kill right there. And then we could return to that lower jungle thing. We could do something pseudo, like and see how that treats us. I feel like that could be a good option. Just to see how much we can ignore our opponent. I know we could do a little closer, but I'll forget it. And not worth the trouble. That was a good order of confusion. Q to W. That combo for the stutter is actually pretty hard right now. Surprised I made that one, but I'll take it. I don't even remember what Amy does physically, but that they didn't jump in for that one is good. I don't care. I mean, either way, I kind of want to go for Kindling Gem and be ridiculous, but we're gonna do Warden for the commitment, and then Kindling Gem maybe, but it was for the point of what is warmongering, and we gotta be quiet so we don't get or I wanted to go for these. We'll go for Bambi maybe later, just because of how we're messing with that one. 1.5 versus 1.2 and 90 a second. It's obviously a good call in general, but the only cross one I can think of right now is Gargoyle. I can see how the look of that At least we made it. We're running the turtle style. But if you see here, Hacks is running the Q first on them, and then being able to confront. And we're running the demolition, so we do overgrow. Let's see if we can meet in this middle plateau. But if we were running Bambi right here on the they say let it run through, and so that way your thing will go by as in the W's ability. I think that they're confident right off the doubling on the ones to see if that does anything. And then bowling and training ourselves into letting them get the first kill. Maybe trying to interact a little bit. Dude, I think I mined it with leg tension, because that didn't make really much sense to turn around. Ah, boy, if I couldn't get a weapon, I could still get a crossbow. I have to defend myself after with a crossbow. I'm always gonna wait for my key, no matter what. That's okay, they can do that, it's not personal to me. That would have mattered if I had that W. It is personal. But you know, all that pressure on like what I was saying about my strategy was like probably forbidden because I was way too over defensive, semi, for a strong build, which I keep those characteristics. Yeah. But now I'm more in like a mid range of healing because I like cornerstone, so that's what I'm working with. There are some like modifications for being attuned to your environment. Whether it seemed like I was acting like that, but it was just like that one thing right when I was trying to do something. That was deserved. That was bad. Alright, we could go health, ability, haste, active, rock solid, reduce income up to capped at 45, reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies by 20%, and then we're gonna go with this and then go with Andy. TP back to my zone, and the health is gonna help us have strong demolitions, so it doesn't hurt. And then Frozen Heart giving us 100 more mana. It's the correct step. Sometimes when you rush like that, then you won't even notice when you're sleeping, and then you have a warm under and you run away. Thank God. Okay, here we go. I think I'm gonna go with then we can go for another W on that one. I think they're gonna try to turn back and then say that they're gonna try to get me with this one, but I'm gonna try to say something else. Oh boy. Wow, if we just took a step right there, and then we, like, allured our person into doing that, then that would have never happened. What do you think would be the craziest thing? I think what we're saying for the Ruby was kind of stupid. And then if we want to really exist and be nimble. Probably like a rogue item, like a tread speed. Or you could go straight into the serrated to go for the walk-off item. But else is just a cheap win with this. We'll go for the cheap win, and then we'll go for like a speed item. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Oh my gosh, I almost got them with that one. Dude, you don't want to see me again. That is a joke. I would do that. They'll probably try to drop me because that's how people are. Man, you gotta be kidding me. I'm looking at that. Man, I'll leave you away for 5 minutes. I would say something, but I'm not. Whatever you say, I'm taking my league game to victory. I think I can go for this, but maybe I should go for the point of the game just so for what was lost and head up. I don't know how many I have down and out on my team. But if there's an urgency, there's someone over here. Real quick. I'm gonna go this slow. It's not the thing that I needed, but I'm in rotation for 30 seconds. And then I need to... Well, let's just get something else. But yes, see how they gravitate towards doing the run mode? Like, why are you trying to crouch on the tower that I'm holding? Because I'm fronted by it. Like, that's how you know you have an unhappy team. Going kind of skits on what you're doing. So, that can be a problem, I notice. Yes. I mean, if I go like this, if I move a line like this, and you go like this, like, good place. I don't know, it's like some people messing up my magical realm. The cheapest one is two Megatron gloves. We'll go with that. I know it seems stupid, but if you imagine it, I just tell myself that these are like the umbras on the shoulders, and that's how I imagine it as a good item. Because it actually is, because 1800, if you're not using those places, which, you know, if I get to that point, I don't think 70%, it's not like, it's not death and taxes. Trust that always. At least if they're out there, they can watch like my one. I have something to prove, like a vision salesman. That was some food for thought, so you know that is me. So anyways, let's put in Old Tower. These are my secrets. If one is down, I call the ward the Old Tower because someone has to break it. Try to do a very poor place. I was blinded right there. That was a toughie. Alright, here we go with this one. But I think we'll be alright. Let's see, 168, 63% on both. And then we can go for an armor item. I know, like, I can sense, like a person within my body. like a soulmate, sort of. That's a kind of weird way to put it, but they would probably be the first person to know something like that. What I think, but like what excites me on like an avenue that is kind of a bit eccentric. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to speak about an oddity. So, but I definitely sense it when I play like another person being like hopeful for a hit or something. Okay, this really sucks, but if I can think the better thing to do is alright, I'm ready to go on this one. We'll go with the 2 1s right here, real quick, and see if we can wait for that hit, or if there'll be a drawback. We don't have our forward momentum right here. I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna go in for my attack with the full health, see if I can get close. It was something, yeah, I definitely, I like that Soleil's trying to communicate with me, and like, you know, but I don't want to sound stupid, so, like, I hate it when, like, a magician is giving you a suggestion, and then they'll, like, pull on the back of your neck without touching you. Oh man, I'm back in rotation. Come on. And I got neighbors. We got Warmonger, but we need another strong health item. But we just need 300 more. So we're gonna go the giant belt and see if we can go for. Wow, dude. That guy was not even lying to us. Additional 1100, so you could go for a 300 plus. So what are you saying about that? I could have gone into the random unknowns. Like, he did try to run me up on something, so. The story goes is like I explained the internet, and I called, and then I said, do you promise that it is the least amount? And then they added TV to that thing, so when I got the real modem and stuff, it was that I could get it lower. And then I said something, but once I got a modem home, I got it all set up, and then I still had to get an appointment because I plugged it into the digital for Twitter, which is what's for cable, not for cable, but for. Remember when Obama had like a digital cable deal? That's what I was thinking about. That's what that's for. It's not for that thing. Oh my goodness, not a good representation of sexism. The human standard for hell. Come on, that's pretty important. There was no democratic insurance, and then everybody got it. You know, I'm not even gonna go on that just because, yeah, I know more as a government. I'm trying to memorize the 16. I mean, to say that, this is. Alright, if I go back, I'm gonna go to one of those fortresses. Oh, see, it works. I told. Oh my gosh, dude. I hate like the inner shell of what I was saying to myself being that. I don't know who I'm like reflective upon, who's causing me to say just some of the stupidest things. I was hoping to go for a Chris Tucker's I'm in Love, but I'm not gonna do it. Wow, that really sucks. Only 1,200 over 2. That's not really significant. I should have definitely went for the other thing, but all my people are in rotation. That's just that. A junta. That's that jungle right there. That's that jungle teleport to that tower right there. No, that's a dictatorship to this one for no reason. A democracy is like this. Whoa, everything's on me. What item aligns with my goals is this one. Also it costs them to take 15 damage, but the 400 to 50 to only 60. It's something. I'm just gonna get junk. This is probably gonna be a big mistake, but oh well. What's the total ramp of this now? 2,000 is significant. I'm gonna pierce. There's someone up south, but that's not none of my business. I'll let this go. There's so much to look back at my guy, and you'll be scared. Maybe an old tower at this one. No, it's a person. I don't think anything's alright. And that one is, they're getting us at the same time, and I'm trying to do this one. Okay. Okay, let's see if they think that it's worth it to say something. And then I could, I feel like this person is living off of their success, so if I use to silence them, they'll take it personally. But see, now that I feel better, I will say more of this stuff for more heavy. I'll go into alternate. I blindsided myself somewhat there, but it was okay. You can kind of like don't notice. Wow, never mind. I'm gonna like have to have like a segment of like where I go into. I don't even know, dude. I can't even with this person. Man, dude, I'm pained. Someone's using magic on me, I swear. Let's go with. I like the idea of turning the challenge on. This is I don't even know if I can watch that back. But anyways, I was thinking about something with someone kind of said into judgments about me one time. It was like pretty much a lecture conversation about who I would be compatible with, but then like to what like my belief is of like hitting like a ceiling or a void of expression. Like, I don't know, if you look up into the mythology of like the mask or the Lavernia thing, like how it like talks back to itself, I really feel like the opposing character of what my conversation to the void is like just like someone that was like taught what I felt like I noticed. So that was satisfying to me because it felt like someone similar. Oh my god. They said I'm getting paid Friday, and I said this Friday. But no, they said this Friday, and then they said you get paid this week. But you know, how can you say this week on a Saturday? How confusing is that? Talking about a Friday. that was a cool win, and like we didn't even really try what we were trying to get in for that. And I gotta say, that was a good game. But that's the end. I'm at a new base. You know, I feel completely worn from this duel, and yeah, I probably should go to the grocery store. And the only problems with my car, I got my car checked because it did have a light, but it's part of the powertrain system. But anyways, it's like this piece to the transmission that's supposed to restore it to fuel efficiency, and I didn't know if it was essential, but I didn't get that check. But so in case there was anybody like synchronizing with my energy out there or ever to that point, yeah, I still am not gonna do check that because what I was saying, I was like, I'm not even gonna get food this weekend because I don't feel like, you know, tapping into like the mindset of like what I'm not getting is when I should get it. But that's kind of being stubborn. But we're pretty low on stuff. I've just been eating like peanut butter, egg, cake right now. I got a rice cooker so I can make noodles and stuff. And you can do that with a rice cooker, believe it or not. But that's pretty much all that's been going on. I might go to the grocery store and get some stuff and be kind of quaint. And that's it. Maybe, you know, long term, like months and months, like 2 months. I'm sure this background of this alien Jimbo is gonna be on this thing for the whole time. Just because I don't want to fix this one, even though the wall on this one is easy. But like I say, don't want to talk too much because I don't know when I'm hitting the decibel of too much. Alright, the end. I'm gonna be quiet and watch movies and enjoy my weekend. And yeah, this is a pretty bad one. And yeah, I'm really happy with this, and I'm excited to share how I explain metaphorically the shipbuilding of my life and like the achievements that I got inside my spaceship to and what it would be to help someone. And I'm hoping those feelings transmog and we really get to enjoy this like saucer of peace and stuff. You know, those words are kind of selective, but it's like the energy form sense of what I'm trying to express, like what my beliefs are or what I exist in. It definitely has a lot to do with energy, and that's what I was feeling was the correct way to say it. But I'm excited to share my journey with you, and you know, it's gonna be more tutorial and more helpful than League of Legends. It's just League of Legends was my starting point. How I feel like centered and how I was playing around with real life versus game life. But is there any other champions you want to see? Like, I don't really know if we can push Xyleon to play it where we're satisfied of how it looks. I really feel that, I don't know, maybe it's just like well, our Fiddlesticks game is too strong that we're like wide on it. But anyways, I'm gonna shut my mouth and we'll work on, you know, better content another time.